Hello, my name is Bernadette O'Brien. I am going to introduce the resource we as a group have developed and believe is necessary to change the way in which ASD is viewed by the community. In doing so, we targeted arguably the most receptive members of our community, children. As suggested by Emily, this target population was selected because we believe that educating and instilling our youth with the facts about ASD from an early age will help create a more supportive generation and ultimately a supportive society. This will enable the community to be free from untruths and myths about ASD, enabling people with autism the environment to thrive, to be given opportunities and be understood by all. The resource we as a group have chosen to develop is a guide for teachers to lead a discussion with a class of school-aged children. A challenge lay in providing a resource that children could access and most of all understand at a relatively young age. With this in mind, it was decided that the best and most appropriate avenue to deliver the information was via a trustworthy and respected adult that has experience in presenting information at the level of a child. Thus, a teacher was seen to be the most fitting. The manual aims to provide teachers with the correct facts and information about ASD. It provides the steps and offers direction for discussion, including the following topics. What is autism? Although a difficult thing to define, even with specific professional language, we went about explaining ASD as interruptions to the messages that are being sent to the brain, causing people to have problems dealing with the world around them. We listed basic examples of possible difficulties, such as listening, understanding, playing, learning, eating, and talking. What does autism look like? Due to the diverse range of characteristics associated with ASD, we chose the most salient features and those that are likely to be present at school. In order to help build a picture for children to identify ASD, two main themes were discussed. They were communication and sensory difficulties. Communication difficulties included limited eye contact, limited or no responses to gestures and facial expression when communicating, and rarely using any gestures of their own to communicate. Additionally, the egocentric nature of the condition was described, suggesting that children with ASD often like to continually talk about topics of interest to them, have difficulty sharing and following instructions. Sensitivity to particular sounds or textures are additionally noted, with difficulties in controlling their emotions, for example head banging, and difficulties adjusting to changes in routine. How do people get autism? In this section, we have reinforced that people who have ASD are born with it. That is, you cannot get it or catch it from someone else. Further emphasised is that there is not one certain thing that causes someone to have ASD. For most people, there is no explanation as to how they came to have it. Described at a simple level is the genetic component, that is, if one child in the family has it, another child may, but this is not always the case. It is equally important to highlight that ASD is not something that children should be worried about. Rather, the resource offers the explanation that a child with ASD looks at the world differently to everyone else, and that is a positive thing. Who can help a person with ASD? We listed a multidisciplinary team of trained health professionals, including a paediatrician, psychologist, speech pathologist, and occupational therapist, with a brief description of the roles they play in identifying, diagnosing, and managing ASD. Finally, discussed is a section detailed what it is like to live with ASD, specifically looking at the family environment with a focus on the impact the condition may have on siblings. Because they are likely to experience the challenging factors along with their brother or sister with ASD, positive and negative experiences were mentioned, for which Beck will go on to explain. Thank you for your time.